and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now let's talk about it. Cryptocurrency is crashing. Bitcoin is crashing. People are losing their mind. Portfolios are losing their value. Is this the bottom? What are we going to see? What's the expectations for tomorrow? What's the expectations for next week? How will the year of 2026 play out? There's a lot of unanswered questions. A lot of things happened today that caught a lot of people off guard. Did anybody expect that we would see Bitcoin do what it did today? Did anybody expect Bitcoin to dip as low as it dropped today? This was one of those days that we'll never forget. Just like 10 2025, we'll never forget that day when Bitcoin was liquidated, when Bitcoin dropped all of a sudden, like the bottom dropped out of Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency is crashing. You take a look at these altcoins are in a bad place right now. These altcoins, people are questioning, will these altcoins ever recover? Portfolios are looking crazy. I'm talking about thousands of dollars. I looked at my stock market portfolio today. Oof. I said, damn, this looking like cryptocurrency. Then I looked at my cryptocurrency portfolio. I said, oh, Lord. I'm talking about altcoins down 20, 25%. Bitcoin down 10, 15%, whatever it did today. Today was one of those days in cryptocurrency that we would like to forget, but you're never going to forget today. It is what it is. You know, those of us who was around in 2022, we had to experience these type of things. So just is what it is. Ain't gonna cry with spilled milk. You know, we're just gonna continue to move forward and going to continue to see how we can strategically win. That is what it's all about. How can we win? It's easy to get up here and start crying, oh, why is Bitcoin going down? While altcoins doing what they're doing, but how are we going to win? Have you thought about that? Are you thinking about that? What type of moves are you preparing to make? Yeah, we were all caught off guard today watching Bitcoin drop and the bottom of Bitcoin just opened up and just caved in. Out of pocket, of course, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, that is not what we wanted to see. And you take a look, you say, man, there's no bad headlines. There wasn't, oh, there was a war starting over here, or Donald Trump tweeted this. You can't blame none of that geopolitical stuff on what we seen today. You can't blame nobody um, for what happened today. So this is just part of what Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is. Kind of what we unfortunately have become used to. You never want to get used to experiencing something like this, but this is what we have gotten used to, especially seeing 2025. But to watch Bitcoin dip to the levels that it did today, have you asked some various questions? Now, is that low as Bitcoin is going to go? Did we hit the bottom today? We talked about the 200-week moving average, $57,000. Did that $60,000 trigger get hit? Is that enough to satisfy getting close to 58? You $2,000 away. Is that enough to satisfy the levels that we needed to see before Bitcoin can recover? They say we were in a bear market all last year, but how long was Bitcoin in the bear market? Yeah, we know altcoins got destroyed 2025, but how long was Bitcoin in a true bear market? We went from $126,000 to $6,000, losing $66,000 in a matter of months. I'm talking about being down 53% for Bitcoin. Last cycle, we saw Bitcoin down 75, 76%, going from $69,000 to $16,000. Will this bear market happen a lot faster than the previous bear markets? Was that the bottom? Was that the bottom? Is it time to start buying at these levels? If you see the fear and greed index is at 5. How low? I don't think anybody ever seen the fear and greed index get to 5. How low can the fear and greed index go below 5? We saw it at 11 yesterday. Now it's 5 today with all of the crashing and dashing that Bitcoin did with XRP tanking, losing its pants, getting to $1.10, $1.14. Solana lost its pants, getting to $70. Sui 85, 80 cents. I'm talking about altcoins getting destroyed. Portfolios got you looking in the mirror like, damn, what am I doing? What did I do? Did I F it up? Really got you second guessing and thinking, like, what in the heck did I do? As the CEO of my own portfolio, should I fire myself? Really got you thinking and questioning yourself as you look in the mirror and as you look at your portfolio and as you see Bitcoin just get obliterated right along with the altcoins. So let's see who we got rocking with us on this wonderful Thursday evening. My man JoJo, what's going on, my man? JoJo said, man, I'm just going to hold on for dear life. We're already at the bottom. If I didn't sell before now, what the heck am I going to do to be selling right now? Let me go ahead and get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. Craig Beach, what is going on with you, doctor? One of them good Thursdays, man. Operation Shutdown, what's going on, bro? He say, thanks for streaming tonight. It's been a rough day. I already know. We're in the same boat. We all on the Titanic. It's been rough for everybody on the boat. I take a look to the left, look to the right, looking at everybody's face, everybody's expression, everybody is looking shell-shocked. To see Bitcoin hit 65, like, whoo, didn't see it 64, 63. I mean, just to see it drip like that, just to sit by and have to watch Bitcoin bleed out like it bled out today, that was interesting. That was interesting to watch Bitcoin bleed out in real time. We saw Bitcoin sitting right there on the doctor's table, and we having to watch. Couldn't help it. We pressing the emergency button, asking the nurse, call the doctor, Bitcoin bleeding out. Call the surgeon, Bitcoin bleeding out. Can we get a blood transfusion? Find that anybody want to donate some blood? Anybody got the blood type of Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin was bleeding out and is in need of emergency assistance. How low will we go? Is this just the middle? We already saw what the beginning was, but how low can we go? We talked about 58K. I hear people talking about $43,000. With cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, you just never know. This could have been the bottom. They say, oh, it happened so quick. It ain't going to happen this quick. Well, you just never know. XRP getting to $1.14. Solana, $70 Solana. Oh man, Ether got as low as $1,700. But as we can see, we do see some things starting to rebound and starting to recover. So was that the bottom, or was that just for us to see lower lows and higher lows and all that stuff? Is that just a little bit of a rebound before we continue to go down yesterday? Because that's what we've been seeing over the past week. We'll see Bitcoin go down, then the next day go up a little bit. We'll get a little hope, oh, it's going to continue to go up. Then the next day, it just slammed right back on our doggone head. Let's see who else we got rocking and rolling with us. Sean from Scratch, what's going on, man? He said, yeah, I refuse to sell this low. I'm going to just hold for another 5 years unless something else pop off. A lot of people are in that same mindset. Say, man, I already let it get this low. Why would I sell at these losses? I mean, just go ahead and rock with it. If you go down to zero, just go down to zero. But at least I got skin in the game. If things rebound, I'll still have a chance to rally. I'll still have a chance to bounce back. So I get it. Everybody is having similar sentiments. If this is your first time rocking with your boy Stock Holiday, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that notification bell, because it's very important to get notified as we go live. Very important to be a part of the cryptocurrency community so you can discuss and talk about the various things that is going on, like the crypto crash of Thursday, beginning of February. Last year, we saw the beginning of February do something similar to where we had a bloodbath on February 1st. Hit that like button so we can rock and roll. Appreciate you hitting that like button. Come on, a few more likes. Let's rock and roll, man. Boy, y'all be. See who else we got rocking and rolling with us. See who else we got rocking and rolling. Appreciate you for hitting that like button. Sharky guys say it's only a loss if you actually sell. At this point, if you haven't sold, I'll say hold and ride it out. A lot of people are feeling the same way because if you ain't sold by now, even to sell, imagine people were selling Bitcoin at $60,000 earlier, selling Bitcoin at $61,000. Well, that might be the right move. They'll look like geniuses if Bitcoin go down to $43,000. You just never know when to pivot. But like they say, you know Bitcoin is going to recover. It always does. So why sell at these lows? If anything, just dollar cost average instead of taking that L and running the possibility that 60K might have been the bottom. Snarky say, but damn, if it's not horrible to watch. Oh, it's horrible to watch. It was horrible to watch. This I was in my office earlier. I saw that thing slide and I said, oh, whew, it's going down. It is going down, and it did go down today. My man Craig Beach said, I blame Trump. The orange man gave us a lemon. He said Donald Trump was supposed to give us some oranges and he gave us a lemon. How is that? What did he do? One of the things that I could blame him for is that meme coin, but other than that, the 4-year cycle is just doing what it's supposed to be doing. So he said 5 is crazy. I saw that a couple of hours ago. Like, what the F? 5 what? He said 5 is crazy. 5 what? Operation Shutdown. What's going on, brother Shy One? What's good with you, man? He said I should free myself as CEO of my own portfolio. People are terminating themselves as the CEO of their own portfolio. They're exiting. They say, you know what? I effed it up. Let me go ahead and sell all these things at the bottom. Let me go ahead and delete this app. I'm done with cryptocurrency. I'm firing myself as the CEO of my own portfolio. I effed it up. Thought I was going 5x, 8x, 9x. I effed it up. That $10,000 was supposed to get flipped into $80,000. Now that $10,000 is sitting down at $900. Is that you? Did you invest $10,000 and now it's probably at $1,100, $900? All altcoins, no Bitcoin. Getting destroyed. Expected altcoin season of 2025. Tough situation that cryptocurrency has a lot of folks in. Craig Beast, okay, yeah. Emmett Smith. RB with the GOAT, what's going on with you, brother? Welcome to the Thursday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. Larry Barber, what's good with it? He said, I love it. My bags are getting right now. A lot of people are loving the dips. A lot of people have been waiting for this moment. A lot of people have been saying, man, if Solana get to $80, if Solana get to $75, I'm going to load the doggone boat. Bitcoin get to $65,000, I'm loading the boat. I'm putting in as much as I can. I might not be able to buy a whole Bitcoin, but I am getting ready to take advantage the next time Bitcoin hit in the 60s. Remember when Bitcoin $115,000, $120,000? People were saying, oh man, if Bitcoin ever get down low, I'm buying. What's going on right now? Bitcoin is down low. What are people doing? Not buying, selling, talking bad about Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the best thing in the world when it was $125,000. Now all of a sudden it's $60,000, $61,000. Now it is horrible. Now it is a scam. Mm. I'd be with the goat say I'm loading up on Casper, Quant, and Tau. Those are some great plays. Altcoins, will they recover? Altcoins, will they recover? Decide one say, Trump, can we pump now? Probably will. Guess who's buying right now? Retail investors. Are they buying right now? Or are the institutions, are the whales buying right now? They say, what? They let the price get this low? These jokers probably been waiting for a long time for Bitcoin to get down to $60,000. That's why Bitcoin hit that 60 and bounced right back up. That was probably the levels that they had their bots. Those were the orders that they were waiting to fill. Already had their settings in place. Bitcoin hit 61, 60,000. Let me get $10 million worth. Let me get $8 million worth. What did Bitcoin do? Started to shoot back up. But how long will this last? We've been talking about over the past few months how a lot of these pumps have not been lasting for a long time because these large institutions, they are cool with making 12%. Making 15% in 1 or 2 days, they cool with that. So to see Bitcoin hit $60,000, it may go back up to 66, 67,000. They're gonna make their percentages that they cool with, boom, dump it right back down. Is that what they're gonna do? Because we've been seeing that's kind of what's been happening. Also, paying attention to cycle. Was that $60,000 enough to satisfy that 200-week moving average level of $58,000, $57,000? If it was, that just may have well been the bottom. Oh, the bottom shouldn't come that quick. This is cryptocurrency, man. So right now Bitcoin sitting at 64,800 bucks. $64,800 looks good right now, and that's a horrible thing. I remember when we were at $86,000, we were saying $86,000 looks good. We hit $60,000 today. What is really going on with Bitcoin? What direction is Bitcoin heading in as we continue to scale up through the year of 2026? All it's going to take is for the S&P 500, Dow Jones, the NASDAQ to start to lose its footing. It got destroyed today. I was looking at my stock market portfolio. I said, damn, I can't catch a break. All my portfolios bled out today. I lost bags today. We all lost bags today. Now I need to make sure this weekend at the Super Bowl that one of my Super Bowl squares win. I need to win a Super Bowl parlay thing this weekend. He said Bitcoin on the rag with an attitude, walking around the house with a bonnet on right now. No comment. Easy E, what's going on with you, boy? He said, I think people should expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. That is tough because what at this point with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, you got to even ask yourself, what is the unexpected? Easy. What is the unexpected? The unexpected. What is the unexpected, bro? Y'all let me know. I can't even call what the unexpected is. Is the unexpected to go to 43,000? Is the unexpected to go to $200,000? What is the unexpected at this point? So that's a tough one there. Big Dog 66, what's going on with you, boy? Operation Shutdown say, call the nurse, call the surgeon. Some of these cryptos need emergency assistance, man. Some of these cryptocurrencies are on liquid diets. Some of these cryptocurrency altcoins can't even eat solid foods right now. I'm talking about having to get fed through a tube, liquid diets. All they can put in their mouth is ice. I'm talking about toe up from the flow up. Some of these coins, ooh, man, I took a look yesterday at my crypto.com portfolio a few days ago. I got to moving some stuff around. Said, man, I've been had this coin for how many years? It ain't did nothing. Boom, you got to go. This coin, how many years? It ain't did nothing. You got to go. Liquid diet, some of these altcoins are on. Organic production said this is a good time to buy MicroStrategy. I know at this point, I'm looking at the stock market. I'm seeing that the stock market did well over the past year or so, hit the high levels. It's time to come down. I'm taking a look at the VIX. I see the VIX probably this low point. The VIX got to come back up. The VIX got to come back up. So it's going to be a while, in my opinion, especially with the stock market. The stock market, I think, is getting ready to tank, go down a little lower. It's not going to continue to go up forever. It's been going up for a while, but in my opinion, the VIX is down very low. Once the VIX get down so low, it starts to go back up. As the VIX goes up, the markets go down. That's why when the VIX is high, I love it when the VIX is high. That means the VIX is getting ready to come down. When the VIX come down, that means the market go up. So tough situations, brothers and sisters. Tough situations that we are in. Fear and greed index is at 5. I'm talking about the market sentiment is all over the place. For the fear and greed index to get to 5, that's history, in my opinion. New Hampshire red blood. Got the red bloods in the house. Craig Beats, I got red bloods in the house. Organic production, what's going on with you, brother? He stayed 30 people and only 6 likes is diabolical. Smash the doggone like button. Hey, you know how they do organic, just like they don't want to hit the like button. Yes, sir. Hit the like button. Hit the doggone like button. Fear and greed index is at 5, bro. That is bananas. What they do that at, but that's rightfully so. I mean, what's next? 2? It get down to 0, the whole market just black out. We log on to Coin Market Cap website gone. What we doing? Fear and greed index at 0. Coin Market Cap saying nothing to look at. Everything gone. Everything gone except Bitcoin. Why even have a Coin Market Cap when the only thing that matters is Bitcoin? Which one of these exchanges is on the verge of collapsing? Can these exchanges hold up with all the movements that's happening right now? A lot of people are moving, exiting. Can these exchanges continue to watch all of these withdrawals? Do they have enough liquid cash flow to give everybody their money? I know that was one of the situations that happened with Voyager. Last cycle, I was in Voyager. I was trying to exit, trying to sell. They wouldn't give me my money. I was doing transactions. Then a few days later, everything was just locked up. I said, hold up. But that's what happened. I went through that with Voyager. I went through that with, it was another exchange too. I mean, they held our money. I mean, it was horrible, bro. But they did, a few years later, they did reimburse us a little bit, but nowhere near what the value of our portfolios were. So that's why a lot of people like the cold wallets versus being on the exchanges, because the exchanges are known for bellying up, not having enough um, liquid to fund everybody their money if everybody's trying to exit at the same time They don't have enough capital on hand to um, break everybody off. Uh, Rosa 9033, what's going on? She said, what happened to Donald Trump's Bitcoin reserve? Well, remember with the Bitcoin reserve, he said that what they were going to do, they was going to use the Bitcoin that they already had confiscated for years, that's been in control of the government. He said he's going to put that as a reserve. But as far as buying new Bitcoin, adding it to the reserve, that was not approved. He told David Sachs to get creative and figure out a way to where we can add more Bitcoin to the Bitcoin reserve. What did David Sachs do? Same thing he's doing right now, sitting on his hands. We need to vote in a new crypto czar. How about we make Craig Beach the new crypto czar? How about Organic Productions be the new crypto czar? David Sachs ain't cutting it for us. Bitcoin dominance still at the same range despite this sell-off. It dipped just a little bit. It's at 58.25, but we know altcoins are getting dogs. Altcoins, like I say, altcoins are on a liquid diet right now. So of course the Bitcoin dominates, even though Bitcoin lost its footings, um, did everything except stop breathing today, still dominate. That goes to show you the state of cryptocurrency, the state of the altcoins. Bitcoin still able to be in strong dominance, and it got destroyed like it did today. I tell you everything you need to know about altcoins. JoJo say people all talk. I'm riding XRP till the wheels fall off. XRP army is alive. To get XRP at $1.15, $1.10, those are excellent levels. Those are excellent levels. BZ the Genius say XRP is that one. It's done been through two. XRP done been through a lot. XRP done seen it all. Like I say, XRP is the only altcoin that has ever surpassed the market cap of Bitcoin. So you can never talk bad about XRP. XRP is that dude at the end of the day. JoJo say, remember I said if Bitcoin hits $30,000, it's worth the buy. Man, if Bitcoin hit 45, every time Bitcoin dip, it's going to be worth the buy. But a $30,000 Bitcoin, people are going to be going frantic trying to own one Bitcoin. You know, nobody talks about the supply shock of Bitcoin no more. How that used to be the thing. Oh, you want to make sure you get at least one Bitcoin. Nobody really talks about the value of having one Bitcoin no more. So all these various narratives that get thrown around, just it's interesting to watch as the various narratives get played out. Maximus say XRP is trash. See, you're gonna always have somebody on both sides of the spectrum. That's why I respect everybody's opinion. Why? Because everybody is the CEO of their own portfolio. One person say XRP is the greatest thing since sliced bread. The next person say XRP is a scam. XRP is dead. XRP has been nothing but a stable coin. James Vincent, what's going on with you, boy? He said, we'll finish my bags on XCN and Swiftcoin, have chain link, but want to wait for a lower price. Excellent to have a strategy. Excellent to have a strategy, especially going into what it is that we're going into. Everybody knew 2026 was going to be a very challenging year, coming off of one of the most challenging years of 2025. So much uncertainty in the market. Nobody really knows when the market is coming or going. Market's going up or down. We know today, doggone thing went down 60K, then bounced off that 60K level. It did push and touch back to 65.6. Now we're at 64.7. But, you know, that's what the market does. It's not going to go down in a straight line. Like I said, you boom, hit that 60, you'll bounce back up to 65. Probably tomorrow we might hit 58. So it's like every day is going to be a shocker. This is what I remember from 2002 bear market. Every day was a shocker. Just when you think it couldn't get no lower than yesterday, And that's what we've been experiencing over the past few days. We didn't think it could get lower than yesterday's level. Well, we knew it would or could, but we didn't expect it. And to see it happen is like, whoa, it got lower than yesterday. We thought yesterday was low, like today. We think $60,000 is low today. What if tomorrow we hit $56,000? Like my man Jimmy Jones say, 55 next. $55,000 Bitcoin is next. JoJo said, man, tell me XRP is trash by August. Hmm. He said, by midterm, everyone will be talking a different tune. Could be. We could go through a bear market pretty fast, or it could get dragged out through quarter four, or the summer of 2026. I know for me, I'm sticking on the 550 days before the next Bitcoin happen is where I'm really going to start loading up the boat. Will I get it wrong? Who knows? But this time I'm sticking on the 550 plus and minus. Jimmy Jones say, man, the bottom is not even close. He said, man, this ain't nothing. Hitting $60,000 what nothing. The fear and greed index was at 10. Then it went down to 5. Even the fear and greed index said the 10 wasn't even low enough. Big Dog say XRP is not trash. It's hot garbage. Oh man. Everybody want to pile on XRP. What about all the other altcoins? What about the other altcoins that are getting destroyed like XRP? So we ain't gonna bash XRP. It's all the altcoins. We gonna bash all the altcoins. Craig Beach saying, I'm gonna leave that hidden up to you. You two might flag that. Starkey guy say one of my accounts went down 16% today. I looked at one of my accounts, it was down 18%. I'm talking about thousands. Thousands. Crypto needs some milk. Hey, back in the day when we was kids, we used to go fishing, come back to the house, scale the fish. Mom seasoning it up, get the grease hot. We fry that doggone fish. We have a good time sitting in the family eating fish with French fries. It was always somebody who choked on a fish bone. Eating too fast. Man, you gotta go slow when you're eating that fish that got the bones in it. Boy, you pop that fish in your mouth, swallow that bone, you get to choking. Mom tell you, get a piece of white bread and some vinegar. Like what the heck? But it always popped the bone out, man. Always pop the bone out. So we don't need no milk. Crypto might need some bread and vinegar. Because it is bleeding. Might need some peroxide. We used to use peroxide too. Big Dog say, Coach, can you see a $30,000 Bitcoin? Well, if you take Bitcoin going down 75%, like it did similar in 2022, when it went from 69,000 down to 16K, that was like a $76,000 slide. So if we slide 76, then you're looking at $33,000 dollar target. But at the same time, we looking at the 200-week moving average levels. 57,000 is one of the ranges that we're looking at too. But should we hit 60K very quick? We got to 60K. I'm like, damn, was today just a flash crash? Is this considered a flash crash? Seeing Bitcoin slide down like we did today? Or is this just typical bear market business? Look to me like just typical bear market business. Last cycle, similar stuff. You open up your portfolio, you see altcoins down 18, 20, 25% in one day. That's just typical bear market issues. Not a flash crash. This is just what happens when you get knee deep into a bear market like we're at right now. Like I said, wasn't no news, wasn't no headlines. You didn't click on CNN or Fox News and they talking about, oh, it's getting ready to be a military strike, or there was a tweet, somebody tweeted this, or it was none of that. There was no bad news to cause Bitcoin to slam like it did today. No rug pulls, none of that stuff. This is just part of the bear market. It's bear market issues, bear market business, man. So can I see 30K? I would hate to see it, but man, anything's possible in this stuff, Brody. He said this will be a rough bear market. This is just the beginning, y'all. We got 10 months to go. But look at the fear and greed index. The fear and greed index is at 5. How much lower do you think we're going to go? If the fear and greed index has 5, we hit 60K. Is that it? Is that it? It is hard to call it, man. But just when you get comfortable, you think that's it. We even might go up to $72,000, and then that joker comes slamming back down. We see 58, 57. But I know a lot of people are going to be swing trading. I made some purchases today. I bought various altcoins that are beat down. I bought a bunch of stuff. I bought some Bitcoin today. Got some XRP, some Solana. Some of these plays I'm going to be selling in the next couple of days. Price pump back up. I'm gonna take my profits and be out of there, because I think we're going to be moving back and forth. I think we're going to be trading sideways. One day we're going to be up. 2-3 days we're going to be down. Then we're going to be up. So when it go down very hard like it is now, I'm in there. Let it go. If it go back up tomorrow and we see some profits, I'm selling tomorrow. I'm getting ready to swing trade a whole side bag. I'm about to swing trade. I'm gonna make money this bear market. Big Dog said my portfolio is riding down the freeway in the white Bronco, and the gloves don't fit. The gloves don't fit on my portfolio, and I'm in a white Bronco. I'm in the passenger seat with Big Dog. Call me Al Callens. I'm in the passenger seat. He said, Big Dog, get your buy order ready for 37K. It's going to be a wild summer, boy. Crypto going wild. Crypto going wild. Craig Beach for the crypto czar. He said they ain't going to put my black butt up in there. They might. Shoot, Trump say he with it. Trump say he contribute to all the HBCUs. He might put you up in there. You got my vote. We all voting for Craig Beats. Stephanie Crypto, what's going on with you, young lady? Stephanie Crypto say, what? I've been loading RWA plays, real world assets, TRWA. People are doing the right thing. People are buying the dips. That's kind of what you're supposed to be doing. You see the fear and greed index at extreme fear. I'm talking about a 5. I've never seen a fear and greed index at a nickel. Solana $76. Solana hit $70. $70. I looked at AIOZ network yesterday. That thing was at a nickel. I didn't even look at it today. See what it's at today. Your favorite, okay. Still at a nickel. It did get to 4 cents earlier. Was that the bottom? Was that the bottom? Was that $60,000 level the bottom, and everybody thinking we're supposed to go to 40, 50, talking about 30,000? 50-week moving average say $57,000, $58,000. Did that $60,000 satisfy that level for the 200-week moving average? Excuse me. That's something to think about. DBK say I'm loving this crash. Oh boy, here go your boy ILV. He say spell his name backwards. ILV, what's going on with you, man? He say spell his name backwards. Wise mind. I don't know how that spell wise mind backwards. Rockstar, what's going on with you, man? He say red and green, it make you feel something, reverse that feeling, and live in the future. That's how you play for being rich. I don't know what that means, but shouts out to Rockstar. Red and green. Okay, red candles, green candles. Craig Beach say XRP is like it's like saying people saying LeBron is better than Jordan. Good but overrated in comparison. Come on, Brody. We gonna do the king like that? We gonna talk bad about the GOAT tonight? Crypto needs sneakers. Needs us. Man, crypto needed help right now. Fear and greed index at 5. Man, when I saw it dipping early, I pressed 9-1. I pressed 9-1. Still got my finger on the dial, waiting to press that last one. 64,176. Poor Dogecoin. Poor meme coins. He said it's all about how many you get. Gotta catch them. Gotta catch them all. Rockstar Faith. Feelings been numb. Remember what you seen in the past? They gonna think you was lucky. Silly rabbits. Wiseman say $38,000 to $55,000 to the lowest. Well, we just hit 60. Was $60,000 good enough? That's close to 55. That's close to 58. Was $60,000 good enough? Or have we not been in a bear market long enough? Is it a time theory issue also? Craig Beach said relief rally to about $70,000 to $80,000. Bring it up to neutral, then down to 31, 38. Sounds right to me. That's why I say I'm getting ready to swing trade. I'm buying all dips and selling all rips. Let this thing rip. I'm buying all dips and selling all rips ASAP. I got a swing trade bag. Load that thing up today. Let the market shoot up tomorrow. Guess who's going to be taking profits? Waiting for the next dip. He say laws of diminishing returns, we should not retrace more than last cycle. I agree. I have my eyes set on 49K for the ultimate bottom. I like that number. I like the low 50s. I like that. Rockstar say he rocking with the privacy coins. Craig B say he gonna call me DEI. Higher cryptos are. You ain't lying, boy. They gonna have you and Jasmine Crockett up in there fighting and arguing. Boy, Craig beats DEI higher. Roland Curtis, what's good with it? What's up with it, man? He said, what up, coach? Your boy Crypto's RS last video reads, flash dump on the thumbnail, so he's refusing to admit that we're in a bear market. Are you guys buying dips or buying the whole bear market? I'm buying dips and the whole bear market if I can. I don't know. Every dip I see, I'm going to be partaking. Stephanie said, Kobe Bryant, my GOAT. Kobe was a bad boy. Michael was bad. Michael was raw. I mean, they was all bad in their own little way. LeBron James is that dude. LeBron's that dude. Roland Curtis said I sold off 85% a couple of months ago, as if I knew the Bitcoin was headed back down to 60. Then we dipped under 100K. Marley Marl, what's going on with you, doctor? Welcome to the Thursday Night Live show. It's always good to see you come hang out with us, man. Always good to tap in with a friend. He said, I'm just checking in with y'all, seeing what's happening, man. Seeing what's being discussed on this crypto crash as Bitcoin loses its footing, continue to lose its footing, as altcoins continue to dive. Bitcoin $63,919. What levels will we see tomorrow? What type of response will Bitcoin have tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Y'all know altcoins and Bitcoin have been getting destroyed on the weekends. We have been getting dogged out on the weekends. This Thursday we got dogged out. Welcome to the bear market. He said, that's right. Buy at support, sell at resistance. He said, quant $57. Is that bad? That ain't too bad compared to some of these other coins really getting dogged. But $57 is low for quant. Remember, we were talking about an $800 quant for altcoin season of 2025. Everything came up short. Meridian Heights say, I bought the last 10 dips. No reason to stop now. Boy, that's the story of our lives. J Dex photos say, is it a red flag if Trump remains quiet? That's it. It's hard to say, man. With these, with the Trump family, they were just saying, "Oh, you need to be buying Ethereum," and man, I'll let Craig Beach tell y'all about Donald Trump now. Actually, we forgot to ask Tony Trump them questions the other night. Roland Curtis say, "Happy he sold." Bro about to build a statue of himself and put it on his front lawn. I sold Bitcoin at 110,000. That's an awesome thing. I wish I could have that statue. Trump gonna blame the dump on Biden. He gonna blame it on Kamala. He gonna blame it on Kamala or Sleepy Joe. So Bitcoin is in the process of trying to find the bottom. Bitcoin is in the process in that range of trying to find the bottom. This is what a bear market consists of. We start to see these dips, and Bitcoin just in discovery zone at the bottom, trying to find where that bottom is going to be. So, like you said, you're going to have some relief rallies. We 60,000, we pumped up to 65, 66 a few minutes ago, and we back down to 63. It's going to be all over the place. Some people are going to say it's going to go up. Some going to say it's going to go down. It's going to be a split room. It's a bear market. It's not a bear market. I'm talking about. Saw the dude last week. Oh, this is not crypto winter. I said, what? We even saw silver. You know what? Silver is getting dragged so much. Silver is looking like an altcoin right now. Silver was down another 20% today. Silver is looking like an altcoin right now. One of the great things that we learned, never buy all-time highs. If you see something hit an all-time high, you better run. You're supposed to be selling at all-time highs. $126,000 Bitcoin. $5,600 gold. $122 silver. Those are all-time highs. And guess what people were doing? People were buying all-time highs. I see it all the time. People get excited when these coins, when these stocks go up. Palantir, all-time high. Nvidia, all-time high. People continuing to buy all-time highs. Never a good thing. But that's how you live. That's how you learn. Live and learn through experiences. He say, "Oh yeah, Craig was here when I announced my 85% sell off, and I was alone, and I did it. I still sold off very, very late. Yeah, I remember when I threw the 15-yard flag. I gave you a flag on that." He said, "Y'all might as well hold now. Y'all toe up right now." He said, "Trump like a gospel cheerleading. Biden was asleep, letting the markets do what they do." You're in line. Boy, Biden wasn't paying attention. The markets was just running. Crypto was running. Shit, now Trump got an agenda. He said, "Let me get these jokers." Matter of fact, he said he coming to the Bitcoin convention in 2025. He said he want to be the speaker. Man, yeah, if you sold some early January, that was awesome. Because early January, we was popping. We was in the $90,000 range. We was in the $90,000 range for Bitcoin. That was like $30,000 ago. Yeah. So a lot of moves have been made since the all-time high in October. We've seen some downs, some ups, all over the place. So the market is just moving. The market is just moving. So um, just gonna be interesting to see how this thing play out. Nobody knows exactly um, what this doggone thing is gonna do, but one thing we do know for sure is that the sentiment and for cryptocurrency is very low. Nobody is feeling crypto right now. Nobody is loving crypto right now. People are so frustrated with cryptocurrency. People are so discouraged with cryptocurrency. I remember back in November, December range, 2025, a few months ago, people were saying, "Man, if I could just break even, I'm out." This was November, December. This when Bitcoin was $102,000. People were saying, "If I could just break even, I'm out. I'm done with cryptocurrency." Yeah, had they sold then, they would have been up a whole lot more than they are right now. Tough times, Brody. Tough times. He said, "Do you have XRP?" I bought some XRP today. I bought more XRP today. Craig B says, "Should have sold after the October rebound, though left a lot of money on the table." Yeah, we all did. If this is your first time rocking with your boy Stock Holiday, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can stay tapped in as we go live to discuss the latest, the greatest in cryptocurrency. If the market run up all of a sudden, we going live. If we go down all of a sudden, we going live. Bitcoin hit 60K, out of pocket, we going live. Bitcoin go back up to 126, $130,000, we going live. I still got an extra champagne bottle waiting for Bitcoin to shoot up, waiting for new all-time highs. That bottle might be in there to 2028. Next time we hit above $126,000, or could be later this year. This is cryptocurrency. I'm talking about wild and wacky Bitcoin. Can't call it. Don't know what to expect from cryptocurrency. Don't know what to expect from Bitcoin. I know one thing for sure. If the bear market continues on 2026 and altcoins are beat down like they are right now, I'm talking about a 4 cent AIOZ network. I'm talking about a $1.15 XRP, a $70 Solana, and we ain't done. How low do you think XRPs go? Will XRP get below $1? To even have to fathom that is tough. $64,100 Bitcoin, $1,889 Ethereum. XRP back to 127. Solana $77. Bitcoin Cash $450. Oof. Poor Cardano. Cardano never did catch a break. Can't catch a break. 24 cent Cardano. I know CC Canton is mad and upset. They even came to the market. CC Canton probably said, man, what did we step into? Chain link down to $8. Market is all over the place. Was that $60,000 the bottom? Will we see a bounce back recovery tomorrow? Craig B say I'm short and heavy on the relief rally, though we got lower to go. Big time players say fear and greed index is at 5. I'm having a hard time believing what I'm seeing. Man, when I saw it hit 5, I said, what? I thought 10 was ridiculous, but understandable. When I saw 5, I said, ooh, clutch the pearls. Unbelievable. Say, bruh, say, man, I'm mad I have to wait to payday. I remember last cycle when the dips came and I wouldn't have no dry powder. I said, God dang, I would love to be buying right now. That's like today. If you ain't got no dry powder and you see the markets collapsing like they are right now, you saying, oh Lord, these prices are might not never get these levels again. Some Solana might not get to $70 again. I mean, these levels are extremely low. $60,000 Bitcoin, but everybody said it's going to go lower. For food, what's going on with you? She say this is wild. What we're seeing right now is wild of business. Bitcoin getting drained all the way down to $60,000. Unexplainable. Where did this come from? Are these just traditional bear market issues that we're seeing? No news headlines, no rug pulls, no exchanges crashing, and Bitcoin doing this. Mm, normal activity for cryptocurrency. Craig B say XRP 40 cent, Solana $35, Ada hoop. He said Cardano probably be down to a penny. Mm. Roland Curtis say Craig B sold and didn't notice the difference in his portfolio. When I say sold, I'm not talking about 5, 10%. I'm talking about 50%. That's why you got the statue. That's why Roland Curtis got the statue. He see the difference. Craig Beats only sold 5, 10%. Roland Curtis sold 85%. He sold it real bad at $110,000. Obsidian, the code keeper, what's going on with you, man? He said, Coach, how they selling Bitcoin, pull their market down if it ain't nobody selling other assets? He said, how they selling Bitcoin, pull they market down. Well, people selling pull the market down. But, the part that really perplexes me is that, it's kind of on a cycle to where this is what's supposed to be happening in 2026. But if nobody sells, the market can't go down. So how is it so automatic? How is it so automatic that and the market moves when people sell? So if nobody is selling, everybody's happy about Bitcoin, everybody's happy go lucky, but people are always going to be selling. So that's not even a real life situation as far as nobody's selling. But it's really tough to make sense out of what we're seeing. But when we over there in the DJ world and we see these meme coins, it really helps to make sense of the regular altcoins too. It really helps to make sense of Bitcoin. When we over there with the small cap meme coins, these coins run up, they get up so high, you see one person sell, then you start to look, maybe I should sell mine too. Somebody else sell, you say, nah, let me Let me go ahead and sell because everybody else is going to start selling. You sell. And then it's just a trickle down effect of people selling, the price go down, and then this is what we're seeing. We're seeing everybody just sell off. People are opening up their Coinbase portfolio, looking at their plays. They selling everything. Let me sell my XRP. Let me sell my Dogecoin. That's why the price of everything is collapsing. Very tricky um, with these cryptocurrencies, man. And then sometimes when you see the price go up, it's like they all go up at the same rate. I'm like, hold up, man. And how is all the coins going up 5%? How are all the coins down 18%? You mean none of them down 5%? None of them. It's really hard to make sense of the movements with cryptocurrency, man. So get in, get out, and make money. Kenton going to flip XRP. Oh boy. Good luck with that, brother. Hopefully. XRP got a gap it never filled at 2 cents. Wow. He say how high we go in this relief rally, bro. How high will we go? We probably won't get past 68. We probably won't get back to the 70s. We might not get back to the 70s no time soon. We might trade sideways in the 60s. Big boys push the heavy shorts and FUD. Do, 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 do. Everybody making money shorting the market. Babyface say how much you think Bitcoin is going to go down. He say $50,000. 50K is a good number. I wouldn't be surprised if I see 53. If I see Bitcoin hit $53,000, I'm loading up on a whole bunch of stuff. Because if it hit 53K, that's about $10,000 down from where it's at right now. That means XRP probably gonna be under $1. Solana's probably gonna be $50. I mean, altcoins are gonna be on a flash sale. It's just interesting to be in cryptocurrency right now. Opportunities, excellent opportunities. When I jumped off the ship with my 85%, yeah, we still on the Titanic. We ain't down though. We still on the Titanic. We still got some float action. Roland Curtis, we're gonna need you to bring us some floaties. We're gonna need you to bring some emergency first aid gear, all that stuff. Since you free, you got off the boat. You say, "Are you buying precious metals dip?" I'm buying silver. I like the volatility of silver. I like the fact that it dipped down fairly low. So will it go lower? Probably, because this just seems to be the bear market for everything. I'm expecting the stock market to continue to bleed out. I'm expecting the VIX to rise. The VIX is down low. Typically, when you see the VIX hit the bottom, that's it. That is it. When the VIX is dipping, going low, the price going up. Now the VIX is getting ready to start to go up, and that means the market's going to be bleeding, draining. What was the S&P? Yeah, everything was down today. You probably see a little bounce back tomorrow in the stock market too. So this is an excellent time. I'm going to be swing trading. My stock market portfolio, I'm swing trading. I'm swing trading everything. Probably going to be green in the futures after being um, down. What we down? 500, 600 points today? Damn, silver at $66. Silver was down another 20% today. Silver looking like altcoins. So they might well go ahead and play silver on coin market cap. First cryptocurrency store value is silver. He said, Coach, do you think this is the final shakeout before institutions get in heavy? Mm, I don't know, to be honest. That $60,000, that level had to be very enticing to the large institutions. If those jokers were buying or even thinking about buying at $100,000 and they see 60K and don't eat up that 60, if we're talking about a lot of countries were interested in Bitcoin, if they not eating up this 60, there are even some states talking about they are Bitcoin mandated, Bitcoin friendly. If they don't eat up this 60, I don't know what to tell them. $60,000 Bitcoin is awesome. So I wouldn't be surprised if the large institutions don't eat that $60,000 up. If they don't, that means they know something. That means they know something, and they always do. He said the economy is not prospering in Trump's second term like it did in the first term. In Trump's first term, I made over 100K in crypto, and I made over 100K in the stocks. Yeah, that's because we saw altcoin season. Well, actually, he was voted in, 2020. I mean, not, was it 2020? No, it was the year before. It was 2016. He was voted in 2016. We saw altcoin season 2017. This time, the only difference is we didn't see the altcoin season in 2025. Had we seen altcoin season, you'd have made another 100K in 2025. We all would have made hundreds of Ks in 2025. But also in Trump's first term, he didn't rug pull us either. So that's a big difference. Homeboy rug pulled us his second term. He said, I'm going to stop buying early March, April 2028 and slowly start selling again. Silver coin market cap. Silver on coin market cap, right. He said, like you said, Coach, we waiting on Santa Claus. He didn't come last year. I ended up eating the milk and cookies I left for him. We all had to eat the milk and cookies. We all got whooped waiting on that Santa Claus rally. He said the United States government should start selling gold and buy Bitcoin. If they believed in Bitcoin, they obviously don't believe in Bitcoin. He said, Coach, what you drinking there? Hopefully some alcohol after this capitulation. Boy, should have cracked me a cold one and got my mug out. I need a cold one on a day like this, boy. Crack that mug. $64,400. That was a nasty red candle to get down to $60,000. That was tough. That's a very good question. He said he got to see how Trump's rug pull is going to affect the future of cryptocurrency. Did that man destroy cryptocurrency? Did he destroy cryptocurrency? Is there going to be a such thing as altcoin season ever again? Do we have to vote in another administration? Do we Are we really going to get a Clarity Act? The Clarity Act needs to say the president cannot create his own meme coin. Ooh, Gerald Jelks, what's going on, man? Gerald said Bitcoin was the Trojan horse after all. Wow. Ooh, Lord. Dang, wouldn't that be nasty? Whew, good Lord. Would hate for that to be true. Craig B say next cycle will be better. It will be like 6 years since with no print and liquidity is coming. Damn, Bitcoin was the Trojan horse. That got me spooked. Boy, who, Brother Joke spreading that fear, uncertain, spreading all that FUD. He got me scared. He said Bitcoin was the Trojan horse. Ooh, wait. Mm, wouldn't that be a dang shame? Yeah, but we're gonna see how much of a bounce back we can have. Tomorrow's a new day. People are still taking in the effects of the crash that we seen today. People are still taking in the effects of the fact that we are right here in the bear market in real time. You don't have to zoom out or zoom in. We are in it in real time, experiencing the bear market. If you've never experienced the bear market before, welcome to the bear market. Welcome to cryptocurrency. Welcome to crashes. Welcome to the stock market dipping. Welcome to silver dipping. They say, oh, you need to invest your money. Don't leave your money in the banks. Well, look at what happened in my money in cryptocurrency. Look at what happened to my money in the stock market. Put money in silver. Don't buy the all-time highs. Understand what it is that you're investing in. Understand and learn how to invest. It's not an overnight thing. You're not going to make money instantly. This is a process that will take time. May take 1 year, 4 years, 10 years. He says, not Trump, it's about the economy, the Federal Reserve control that, not the puppet in the White House. Gerald Yuck said, I love it. The waters are bleeding, it's going lower. Definitely could see the market go lower. He said, man, I disagree because Trump is powerful too. Oh, Trump is too powerful. Well, Trump know how to use that Twitter, man. Trump know how to manipulate stuff. So we're going to see if Bitcoin is able to get back to 68, 69. When Bitcoin broke below that 69K, below the all-time high from the previous cycle, I said, oh, we toast. It's a Rizap. Five fear and greed index lowest ever in history. Yep. I don't remember seeing lower than 10. Five? Oh, we made history today. Once the market crashed, all that money is going into ISO 222 coins. Hopefully, that'll be beautiful, wouldn't it? He said, what are your thoughts on Sui? I still like Sui. I think Sui is still a great coin, the same as I think Solana is still a great coin. Ethereum, I'm having third guesses about Ethereum right now. I always thought it was very strange that we rarely see Mr. Vitalik come out and say anything. I don't know. It's just something about old man Ether right now that's rubbing me the wrong way. He said, fear and greed is five. I can't imagine Bitcoin dropping down much more. Thank you. Excellent point. Excellent point. So maybe that 60 was it. Maybe that 60 was it, bro. A lot of people would, that 60 could have been it. 60 could have been it. Just seems like a nightmare, but this reality. It is what it is. Can't be surprised, can't be shocked. Bitcoin 64,600. Bitcoin hit 80K. Everybody be saying, damn, I knew we should have bought at 60. Solana get back to $90. Oh, we could have bought Solana at 70. Always Monday morning quarterback after the Super Bowl is played on Sunday. Everybody know what should have been done the previous day. Model J81, what's good with you? He said tariffs was definitely a curveball, but overall it's about how cheap money is to borrow. When it's cheap, people borrow money. If not, the rich wait. That's why they went to metals and stock. Yeah, but cryptocurrency is a whole different beast. It was just not enough retail investors coming into the market. He said Bitcoin is blood money. Gerald says 650 trillion will go onto the XRP rails, reliable source. Everybody knows a man that knows a man that got the source. He said Vitalik sold a bit over 2,900 Ethereum. You ain't lying. They did say that. He just dumped a bunch of Ethereum. He said, I remember when Bitcoin was in the best last cycle and people were waiting for 10,000. It never came, never dropped lower than 16K. People always think it's going to go lower and it never ends. Yeah, 60 might have been it. Mm, that's tough. Tough to see. But the way the market slammed so hard today, is the slamming over? Or will we just get a little bit of a bounce back and the slam is going to continue? He said 650 trillion going into XRP. What? That got to be a mistype. Chester Lester 8700 say, man, buy the dip. What are you waiting on? You see these altcoins dipping. You see these opportunities. XCN, Swiftcoin, XRP, Solana, Sui. Everything is beat down. Avalanche, Bitcoin Cash. Any coin you want, any coin that you've been thinking about, that you've been paying attention to over the past few months are at discount values. What are you waiting on? Buy the dip. Roland Curtis said, yeah, it was like Bitcoin was not designed to handle tariffs. Nah, man. That tariff shook everything, Brody. Big Mouth Rob, what's up with it, boy? He said it might be separating from Ethereum due the high price. He said $5 million. He said Craig Beach laughing, but that's military information. Take it or leave it. Me no care. Canton and Linnea, everything is on sale. Ethereum was a big disappointment, massive blockchain, but it's almost obsolete at this point. Bad tokenomics. Well, we've been saying for years how Ethereum is kind of slow, it's hella expensive. That's been one of the reasons why I stopped using the Coinbase wallet because it was forcing you to use the Ethereum gas fees was very high. So once Solana and the Phantom wallets came out, the Soulflare wallets came out, people just use Solana. Excuse me. He said portfolio unbelievably wrecked. Canton is great, but it's for private institutions, aka banks. That's like XRP. He said, "Who told you that? Major pain." Greece is in the house. What is going on with Haladitas? Greece is in the house tonight. Greece, Ireland. We got people from all over the world. part of the stock holiday community. We got New York in the house. Craig Beach from New York. We got Vermont Avenue in the house. California in the house. We got Greece in the house. What other states and countries we got rocking and rolling with us tonight? He said, like I said, take it or leave it. Me no care. Military information. Craig Beach, leave that man alone. He trying to give you A1 information. And look how you doing it. He probably normally charge people for that information. He said, man. He said game is to be sold, not told, and he telling it to you. He could sell it to you. Cleveland is in the house. Shouts out to Chester. Cleveland is in the house. Shouts out to the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Cleveland Browns, Shadur Sanders, all that good stuff. LeBron James brought y'all your first trophy. He the GOAT. He the GOAT. Who else we got in the house? What other states or countries we got in the house? Let me see who rocking with me tonight. Who rocking with me? The military. Where the military guy from? Atlanta, Georgia is in the house. Shouts out to Denise. What's going on, Miss Denise? Atlanta, GA is in the house. He said, Lanier, I got over 1 million. Now all I can afford is church's chicken. He said, Ripple can't wait for a pump so they could dump another bag on retail. North Carolina is in the house. Big Dog 66. Gerald say, I'm in Canada. Shouts out to the Canadians. But this place is trash. Man, everywhere is trash. Boot camp. He said he's in boot camp, huh? Everywhere is trash, man. The whole economy is making everywhere feel like trash. We got Canada in the house. We got North Carolina in the house. We got Greece in the house. Atlanta, Georgia. Who else we got up in this G thing? Who else we got up in here? Trying to see where all these crypto portfolios getting destroyed at. But tomorrow's going to be an interesting day to see how the markets respond and bounce back from today. P-Core at 187 said 4-year cycle, bear market, Bitcoin to 3842K, then new highs for those whom survive. You're in line, those who survive. Jackson State Prison is in the house. Boy, we got a penitentiary dude up in here. Truth Moses. Shouts out to Truth Moses. He say he doing his time in the Jackson State Prison, and he coming to hang out with the Stock Holiday family. Shouts out to the prison, Jackson State Prison System. Truth Moses. South Carolina is in the house. P-Core 187. He said also XLM is a sleeper. Notice how they don't readily talk about those money coins. Lee Shirtle 613 say Cali in the Bay Area and back down. Shouts out to the biggity Bay. Shouts out to the Bay Area. Where you from? Sunnyvale? Richmond? You from the town? You from Frisco? You from San Jose? Castro Valley? From Hayward? XLM so sleep. The funeral was yesterday. Shouts out to the brother doing his time. You ain't lying, man. Stay strong, brother. Jackson State. Oh, from Frisco. Shouts out to JT the bigger figure. Messy Marv, San Quinn. Hayward in the house. Shouts out to Hayward. Spice One. He said y'all buying D Block Protocol. Wow. Craig Beach. Cell Block Protocol. Hey, be safe in there, brother. Do your time and get up out. Do your time and get up out that joint. Mm-mm. Just to say, once the bill passes, utility coins will not be tied to cycles. So you better get in while the getting is good. I know you was just joking, boy. Yeah, these utility coins, these RWA coins, we really got to be careful of them to sell us a bag of goods. Oh, you got people in there. I don't. He said our portfolio's all in Jackson State Prison right now. Our portfolio's on 24-hour lockdown right now. Getting whooped. Can't eat no solid foods. Ain't getting no medical attention. No visitors. Mm, portfolio's looking bad. Well, if I open up all my portfolios and see how much money I lost today, wouldn't be a good thing. Levon Lawrence, what's going on with you, brother? Welcome to the Thursday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. We just kicking back, man, like we do as a cryptocurrency community. After this wild day we had to go through, yeah, most of them coins ain't coming back. That's why I was deleting so many coins. I said, man, I had this coin for 2, 3 years. That joker still ain't did nothing. Block, delete, sell all. Yeah, but it's gonna be a process. It's not gonna get to the bottom very quick. And where is the bottom? Is it 43? Is it 53? We're gonna see some dips up, pumps up. We're gonna see it come back down. I mean, it's gonna trade sideways for a minute. He said, had to crack open a bottle of wine tonight. It's been a day. Man, all the money we lost today, we could have bought a winery. We all could have put in together and opened up our own winery. We could have all put in and opened up a McDonald's franchise. Man, he said, yep. You can count on one hand how many coins doubled from the last cycle. How many coins hit a new all-time high? That is very real, very real. Coins ain't bouncing back. Coins ain't bouncing back. They having one chance to bubble. Thanos 3,000. He says it's time to buy right now. $60,000 was the bottom. $1.10 for XRP was the bottom. $70 for XRP was the bottom. If you ain't buying right now, I don't know what you're doing. Thanos say y'all should be buying. Or will we see another crash on this weekend like we always do? Crypto have been crashing every week. 64,800. We still up there. But remember earlier, we were trading sideways at that 63, 64 range. We got to 64, 500. Then that thing just slammed down. Bam! Hit the 60. I said, oh, shoot. More pain to come. Just wait. He says, more pain to come. Just wait. We don't know what we're going to wake up to tomorrow as far as what number Bitcoin is going to be tomorrow. He said trying to shake people out. They study the mindset. Yeah, they study the mindset of the retail investors. They find out what it is that we think, and they give us something else. Because previously they wasn't in our circle. Now they are in our circle. Last cycle, they was not in our circle. They didn't come into our circle until January 2024. So will we have a chance for altcoins to explode ever again? Will we have a chance for altcoins to explode ever again? Bitcoin hit 60K. We can see Bitcoin doubling the all-time high, 126, getting to 250. So 60,000 to $250,000. What is that? A 4x? A 4x is nice. We got comfortable with doing 15x, 20x, but a 4x is beautiful. Buying Bitcoin at $60,000 and then 4x to $250,000, which will be doubling the all-time high of 2025. So we're gonna see how this thing play out, man. I appreciate y'all for continue to hang and roll with the Stock Holiday Show. The Stock Holiday family got another hot video coming for y'all tomorrow morning. We're gonna wake up and see what the market do. Will Bitcoin be at $69,000, $70,000 tomorrow? Will Bitcoin be at $59,000 tomorrow? We don't know what we're gonna wake up to. The coins that I were buying earlier today, will they be up tomorrow? Will they be down? Will I be able to swing trade what I bought today? My man Jay Small, what's going on, man? He said a little bit of a relief rally coming, but ultimately downward motion until October when Bitcoin officially bottoms out. There it is. Shouts out to the side one, man. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to go upstairs and kick back, freshen up, watch me a little bit of TV, do it what it is that I do, and I'm gonna tap back in with y'all tomorrow. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy Stock Holiday, and I'm out.